Hello, good morning. Hello, guys. Good morning. This is a recorder video because as soon as I finish my elementary classes, you must your activities and classroom platform. So I need to go there. Okay, I need to find my work, my activity. Okay, the activity for today is gonna be a listening skill and the life cycle of plastic bottle. Okay, in this case, we have two activities. The first activity is answer the quiz, and the second activity is send the information for the video. So we must create a presentations and Google Docs. In this case, we need to create the presentation in Google Doc, but before of that, we need to answer the quiz. Okay, we start in. In this case, everyone to listen this video, and if you can understand the video, so you have the transcript. So you have the transcript. This is an example. This is the story of the three blah 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 blah. Okay, so but you need to listen the video and later, so you need to answer every every question. Don't forget put your name and send your activity. Okay, listen this video and later answer the questions.
This is the story of three plastic bottles, empty and discarded. Their journeys are about to diverge, with outcomes that impact nothing less than the fate of the planet. But they weren't always this way. To understand where these bottles end up, we must first explore their origins. The heroes of our story were conceived in this oil refinery. The plastic in their bodies was formed by chemically bonding oil and gas molecules together to make monomers. In turn, these monomers were bonded into long polymer chains to make plastic, in the form of millions of pellets. Those were melted at manufacturing plants and reformed in molds to create the resilient material that makes up the triplets' bodies. Machines filled the bottles with sweet, bubbly liquid, and they were then wrapped, shipped, bought, opened, consumed, and unceremoniously discarded. And now here they lie, poised at the edge of the unknown. Bottle 1, like hundreds of millions of tons of his plastic brethren, ends up in a landfill. This huge dump expands each day as more trash comes in and continues to take up space. As plastics sit there being compressed amongst layers of other junk, rainwater flows through the waste and absorbs the water-soluble compounds it contains. And some of those are highly toxic. Together, they create a harmful stew called leachate, which can move into groundwater, soil, and streams, poisoning ecosystems and harming wildlife. It can take bottle 1 an agonizing 1,000 years to decompose. Bottle two's journey is stranger, but unfortunately no happier. He floats on a trickle that reaches a stream that flows into a river, and a river that reaches the ocean. After months lost at sea, he's slowly drawn into a massive vortex where trash accumulates, a place known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Here, the ocean's currents have trapped millions of pieces of plastic debris. This is one of 5 plastic-filled gyres in the world's seas, places where the pollutants turn the water into a cloudy plastic soup. Some animals, like seabirds, get entangled in the mess. They and others mistake the brightly colored plastic bits for food. Plastic makes them feel full when they're not, so they starve to death and pass the toxins from the plastic up the food chain. For example, it's eaten by lanternfish. The lanternfish are eaten by squid. The squid are eaten by tuna. And the tuna are eaten by us. And most plastics don't biodegrade, which means they're destined to break down into smaller and smaller pieces called microplastics, which might rotate in the sea eternally. But Bottle 3 is spared the cruel purgatories of his brothers. A truck brings him to a plant where he and his companions are squeezed flat and compressed into a block. Okay, this sounds pretty bad too, but hang in there. It gets better. The blocks are shredded into tiny pieces, which are washed and melted so they become the raw materials that can be used again. As if by magic, Bottle 3 is now ready to be reborn as something completely new. For this bit of plastic with such humble origins, suddenly, the sky is the limit.
Okay, guys, this is all of the video about the video. In this case, if you didn't understand the video, please read it, read the transcript. This is the history of three plastic bottles, empty, discarded, the journals. Okay. This is the first question. Who are the characters in this history? Okay. Plastic is made of. The second question. Okay. Question number 3. How much plastic ends up in landfill? Okay. Question number 4. Rainwater. Rainwater flows through the waste and absorbs toxic compounds. The toxic water is called. Okay. So we need to wait everyone finish, and when you end this activity, everyone return um, classroom, because we need to create presentation and Google that, and it's gonna be something like this. You need to choose presentation, new presentation, nueva presentación, presentación nueva, Spanish. Okay, we are creating. Wait. Okay, it's loading. Okay, and the presentation must be about this the thing that you just send. Open the presentation. If you are working with your computer, obviously it's gonna be something different. If you are working with your mobile phone, if you are using whatever gadget, you need to install this app. In this case, I will install it. Okay. Okay, I suppose everyone is answering the questions, but I need to explain this. Okay, when your app is completed and installed, continue. We must do our presentation. Use your account. In this case, my Gmail account. Okay. and you need to draw the tail of this stem. Later you can add another page, another slide like this. Here you need to choose the appropriate design. I don't know, can be this, and you have number one, you have number two. You need to put the tail here. Yeah, cycle of the battle, whatever. And this part you need to put a picture and a word or two words only about your presentation, your explanation. And later when you finish, so you need to shade it here. Okay, they are the people who can see the presentation. Okay, and that's it. If you have any question, please you can write by the chat. Remember, I am working with my elementary classes. Please try to do this activity, and later I will come back with us.